Well, hello everybody. My name is Laura Thomas. I am an author and I also have a nonprofit, The Free Movement, which I have a website, thefreemovement.org, but that's not why I am reaching out to you guys today. I have not been very political. I've not even, I cared less about politics. I realized at a very young age that there was something not right about it and that it was dirty. And when our president came down the escalator and said he was going to run, and it opened up all kinds of things. The one thing that I would say the most stood out for me is character traits. I'm an author. I wrote a book, Emotional Hustler. It's about character traits. It's about 50 men character traits and 50 women character traits that we all have the capability of possessing, and some of us use traits to convince people that we are okay when we have ulterior motives. So that's my business. That's what I've been doing. My nonprofit is all about assessing character traits and helping you assess your own character traits, because once you start to realize your own traits, you'll start to realize other people have other traits, and so you'll start to realize theirs as well. It answers a lot of confusion you may have in your head, but politics was never something. There was like some form of secrecy above it. It's like I never understood it. I never paid attention to it. But when our president came down that escalator and announced he was going to run, I seen character traits flourish. I seen all kinds of bad character traits flourish. The two names that stood out since day one is Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Those two names stood out for me just because of their character traits. I didn't feel like their character traits were good. Since then, I've learned a lot. Since 2016, I've learned so much stuff. I've woken other people. I've not been one to debate, because politically I've never ever educated myself with politics, and so I'm learning that. I'm still very new into that, but what I have seen is character traits. I want all of you guys to pay attention to character traits. I think that's a lot of the people who are woke. All the people who are woke are watching these character traits, and you guys are wondering why no one else sees it. They see it. But the thing is we don't tell on other people's character traits because we are holding the bad ones close at home, and we don't want to announce their traits because then someone might look at our traits, and so we just keep our mouths shut. I feel like this whole political thing has shown everybody's true colors, their traits. We are born fresh and brand new. We learn personality. We learn character traits. These are all learned behaviors. If you're a positive person or a negative person, you're going to use traits. A positive person will use certain traits to get by positively in life, but they're not going to affect you. They're not going to affect me. They're not going to affect nobody. Negative traits will use bubbly personalities to convince otherwise, and so then they put in their little ulterior motives in there, and by then you're already sunk in, and you've put too much in, either emotions, money, whatever. I didn't know what to do. I signed up to Parler a long time ago. I just did not know what to post, because what I'm reading, my fiance is like all into it. He's like all he's a political buff genius. So he will all day be on there, but I have not put in one yet, and I felt kind of bad. I was like, man, I always do social media, I need to put something out there. So this is my way of doing my first video, my first post to you guys. I am on Instagram. I have my whole journey of I am trying to de-glamorize that fast cash lifestyle, because everybody is in it. Entrepreneurs are in it, coaches are in it, fitness instructors are in it, as well as dancers, exotic dancers, as well as 304s, which are prostitution, 16s, which are pimps. In that fast cash lifestyle, everyone achieves that money, so they all are in it. It's how you use it. Are you going to get stuck in it? I am here to help. That's what I do. I am here in my business, thefreemovement.org. You could look me up. All my platforms, my social media is all attached to it. My book, everything. I have an Amazon store. My movement is out there. I have a office now. So, but that's not why I'm on here with you guys. I'm on here to let you guys know that character traits are going crazy in politics right now. Character traits, you see who's bad way before. If you could read their trait, you know that they're up to something. You know that they're up to something bad. I analyze all kinds of stuff. You got to analyze tones, vocal tones, gestures. You have to analyze eye contact, eye movement, breath, the way you breathe. If you get really anxious and anxiety sets in, you get short of breath. And it's like there's so many different things you can learn. But character traits, really pay attention. This is crazy what's going on right now, and how all of these Democrats are out there acting like they do not know anything that is going on. There is something going on. There has been so much fraud that's like crazy. I've never seen it. No one around me has seen it. It's just crazy. So these are character traits that you guys are witnessing. Antifa, Black Lives Matter, all the people who are out there on the streets looting and hitting people, being violent towards people for no fucking reason. For no reason. It's all character traits. It's all character traits. Why would I even want to go out to those places unless I'm just there to be a camera, someone to tape it all? I would not be part of that. And now me and my fiance said that we would go to the next Trump thing that goes out there, like what that was in Washington. We're gonna be there, so I'll be able to feel how that goes and everything, but I will not be part of that violence. I will not be involved in it. I will be videotaping it, and that will be the only thing that I would be bringing away from that, is knowledge and a lot of footage of bad crap happening. And it's all character traits. It's all stem from their placement in childhood. It's all stem from generational abuse. It's all based from character traits, whether the character traits are forcing them to do that from people around them, their other people's character traits are forcing them to do it, or their character traits are bad and shady and they're out there doing it. Whoever starts it, it doesn't matter. It's all about character traits. You guys need to start paying attention to character traits. My book, Emotional Hustler, is all about character traits, as well as character traits that we are losing. We are losing some character traits because of the character traits that are being introduced in the last, 20 years, I'd say. Last 20 years, it's been really bad. But yeah, that's why I wanted to come on here and just to say hi to everybody. I'm very new here. You probably won't hear a lot of political stuff, but I will be addressing character traits on my Parler. I will be addressing character traits that I see if I watch the news. I don't watch Fox 40 no more, but I watch alternatives. And so if I watch something, I will be addressing it on here about what character trait that I seen on there, so you guys can then go there and look at it and see what I'm talking about. So from this day on, if I mention anything about character traits, we will be able to, converse back and forth about it and everything, which is something that I'm not doing on my Instagram. I'm not doing it on my Facebook. On my Instagram, on my Facebook, that is just strictly business, about my nonprofit, about my book. It's all business. But this platform I'm actually going to use, because on my other platforms, I've been doing a lot of this. I don't want to do it on that. I know that I have a large following, but I don't want to lose anybody by... nowadays, it's like people will unfriend you. People will find you and try and beat you up. I mean, it's just crazy the way things are going these days. But yeah, so hello everybody. My name is Laura Thomas, and you guys will hear me saying all kinds of crazy stuff about character traits, because that is my character trait. Is I'm obsessed with character traits. I'm obsessed with reading character traits, so that way I know if they're safe to even be around. That's one thing I will teach, is the consequences of being around certain traits. People don't realize it, but there are consequences. So yeah, well, see you guys later, and the next time I'm on here, I'll be talking about character traits again.